I'm Kim, the Abundant Traveler, and welcome to the channel. Today is all about my hometown, Austin, Texas. I originally moved here in 1988, that was a very long time ago, to come to college. It's been home ever since, even though I haven't lived here full time. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you tips, tricks, where to stay, where to eat, what to do, what things cost, and how to get around. I love this town. It will always be home no matter where I live in the world. So let's go ahead and get started. Austin is a city of about 2.3 million people. That's actually in the Metroplex, 1 million people in the city of Austin, and it's supposed to double in size by 2040, which is craziness. It is not the biggest city. Houston and Dallas are bigger, and maybe San Antonio. One day San Antonio and Austin are going to be connected. I swear they are. It is an incredible city. It's vibrant. It has live music. It has lakes around it. It has plenty of outdoor activities. Very vibrant business-wise and entrepreneurs. A short little history about Austin. It was founded in 1839 and originally called Waterloo. It started right there at a bridge on the Colorado River, which is basically where Congress is today. In 1845, Texas joined the United States, and they changed the name to Austin in honor of Stephen F. Austin, the father of Texas. Up until the 1980s, Austin was quite a sleepy town known for the University of Texas and the state capitol. It wasn't until the early 90s that this city started to boom. More high-rises, more activity. Austin has always been cool and a lot of fun. We've always been the live music capital of the world, and in South Austin, that's where Keep Austin Weird came from. We've always been eclectic, and it wasn't until the past 20 years that we've seen this huge boom in tech, medical, and other businesses coming to Austin. We've always been vibrant and entrepreneurial, but it's not until the past 20 years that we've seen all of this exponential growth. So how long should you stay in Austin, and what time of year should you come visit this great city? Personally, I think you should stay 3 to 5 days. There's plenty to do. You could stay an entire lifetime like I am doing, and I'm always finding new things to do. When should you come? Well, let's talk about when you should not come. In the middle of August, it is potentially 100 degrees every single day. Some years we have 30 days of 100 degrees. Some days we have 80 days of 100 degrees. So I don't recommend coming late summer, which is end of July, August, and September. October is wonderful, but it's extremely busy. We have ACL 2 weekends, we have Formula One, and we have Halloween. So it's relatively expensive in October. Coming in November, the weather is typically beautiful, and also in late March and April, it's beautiful. If you come late March and early April, you'll get to see the bluebonnets on the highways and the streets, which is my favorite time of year. So how to get to Austin and how to get around. Our airport is only about a 15-17 minute drive from downtown Austin. It's a relatively small airport, so it gets quite busy in security. Just be prepared. Our airport is not quite big enough for how much growth we've had. We're not a hub, so you'll likely be changing in Dallas or Houston as well. Getting from the airport into the city, it's probably a $22 Uber ride unless they're having a surge. Sometimes it's $40, $45. For me personally, there's so many things to do. If you're spending more than about 3 days, I recommend getting a car and driving around and seeing the beautiful scenery, going out to the hill country, checking out all there is to do outside of downtown Austin and South Congress. Public transportation is okay in this town. It's not great. There is a good bus system that runs south, north, east, west. We also have one train line that runs from downtown up north. The train line will one day go to the airport, but as of today, you can take a bus into town, you can take an Uber into town or a taxi, or rent a car, and that's basically your only option. If you're here for only 3 days and you're staying downtown or on South Congress, I would not spend the money or the time to get a car. Parking can be extremely expensive downtown and on South Congress. So if you're only here for a long weekend, don't get a car, take an Uber in. You can basically walk everywhere. So I'm always asked as a solo female traveler, are the places I go to safe? My opinion on Austin, it's relatively safe. It's becoming a bigger city, so pickpockets or something like that might be possible. I would recommend not walking down dark alleys, and don't hang your purse over the back of your chair at a restaurant when you're sitting outside. outside. Simple things just to keep yourself safe. I do think that Austin is relatively safe, and I walk around after dark by myself all of the time. So if you are thinking about moving to Austin and that's why you're watching this video, I am a real estate broker in town. I'm happy to help you with your plans and goals for buying real estate in Austin. If you're here for the weekend, then go to the description below and download my perfect 3-day itinerary to Austin. I've got tips, tricks, hotels, restaurants, and everything. It's a great guide, so go to the description below. So now that you're coming to Austin, let's talk about what you would wear. We're not a fancy city. We're getting a little fancier as we grow, but you can still go out and wear relatively casual clothes. Sometimes I'll wear jeans to go to one of the nice steakhouses with a nice shirt and just some nice shoes. We do dress up a little bit on the weekends and when you're downtown, but generally the city is relatively casual. So where should you stay in Austin? If you're only going to be here for 3 or 4 days, then I recommend staying downtown or on South Congress. They're literally about half a mile apart and just across the Congress Bridge and the Colorado River that runs through downtown. Downtown hotels I recommend. They're all the regular chains, the Hamptons, the Marriotts, and all that kind of stuff. But I do recommend staying at the Proper if you want something incredible. We have a Fairmont here. We have a Zaza. We have a Thompson now. I have put all the hotels in the description below that I would recommend. I also, on the east side, if you're looking to stay on the east side, try the Arrive or the Haywood. And then if you're staying on South Congress, there are some cool hotels down there. The St. Cecilia is a boutique hotel, incredible. The Austin Motel right on South Congress that has been there a long time. The San Jose, and there's also the South Congress Hotel. All fantastic if you want to be right in the thick of things in South Congress. Again, all those hotels are in the description below. You don't have to write them down. So now that you have packed and you're here, you have the perfect hotel. Let's talk about what to do. Well, there's lots of hiking in Austin and lots of outdoor activities. You can go to Zilker Park, which is just south of the river. You can walk the hike and bike trail around downtown, which is about a 10-mile loop. You could go hiking at Mount Bunnell. You can actually go to Barton Creek Greenbelt and go hiking. Speaking of the Barton Creek Greenbelt, definitely while you're here, go to Barton Springs Pool. It's only about $5 to get in, and it is a aquifer-fed pool that is 68 degrees all of the time. So going in the middle of the summer, it is such a cool experience. You're laying out on the grass. It's beautiful. You can go swimming, and there's algae and kelp and fish and everything in the water, but it's such a cool experience to go to Barton Springs Pool. If you're looking for music, we are the live music capital of the world, then I suggest going to the Moody Theater, which is the ACL, the original ACL where they filmed the PBS show. I suggest going to the Continental Club on South Congress. Go see an iconic bar called the Broken Spoke on South Lamar. Maybe go to the singer-songwriter famous bar called the Saxon Pub, or you can go out on 6th Street and go party to your heart's content on 6th Street. Not my thing. I never go down there, but there's lots of music, lots of bars. It's sort of like going to Bourbon Street in New Orleans if you want to go to 6th Street. Another cool thing to do is to go to the Capitol or the Blanton Museum. There are some incredible, there's a contemporary art museum or Laguna Gloria as well. So if you're artsy, Austin is coming alive with art, and especially on the east side, there's a lot of original artists that are over on the east side. Food-wise, I love the food in Austin. Some of my favorites, some old school, some new. My favorite old school Austin Mexican is El Alma, which is on Barton Springs Road. It is interior Mexican, not Tex-Mex. So if you're looking for Tex-Mex, you can always try the original Chuy's, which is also on Barton Springs Road. If you're looking for barbecue, you gotta try Franklin's. If you don't want to wait in line for Franklin's, you can wait in line for La Barbecue or Black's. Both are delicious. It really depends on what kind of barbecue you want, kind of like what kind of Mexican you want. If you're looking for high-end, sophisticated, there's Justine's on the east side, which is a French bistro that I absolutely love. There's Abba, which is on South Congress, which is high-end Mediterranean, or Peacock in the Proper Hotel, which is also high-end Mediterranean. There's so many dishes. Just DM me or send me a message or download my free guide, because I have amazing restaurants and suggestions for you. Things to do and restaurants and all kinds of things in that guide. A couple other outdoor activities to do: stand-up paddleboard or kayaking on Lady Bird Lake. It's very cool to see downtown and all the high rises from the actual lake, which is a Colorado River dammed up. It's not really a lake. And we have the largest urban population of bats in the United States. Seeing them come out and fly out at dusk from the Congress Bridge is a really cool experience, but do note that those bats are only here part of the year. Great thing to do, and it's free. So what to buy and where to go shopping in Austin? We're not a huge shopping city. There's a 2nd Street district downtown, which has some cool, unique shops. South Congress has some cool, unique shops, getting better all the time. Or if you're looking for the mainstream H&M's and Louis and that, you can go up to the Domain, which is about a 17-minute drive from downtown Austin. So what do things cost in Austin? Our town is getting quite expensive, everybody. It is a couple hundred, maybe $300 a night to stay downtown in a hotel. Of course, the Proper or the Fairmont can be more than that, or the JW Marriott. Going out to restaurants. If you're not going to get tacos at Taco Deli or Torchy's Tacos, where you're going to spend $10, things can get really expensive. We're talking $15, $18 for a glass of wine. We're talking $35+ for a main entree in the evening. So even though restaurants are expensive, you can try a lot of the food trucks, which are great value, and it's fun to sit outside, sit at the picnic tables, bring your own wine, bring your own beer, and have an incredible meal that is not so expensive. Austin is such an incredible town, and it's been home since I was 18 years old. I love this place. I love being a guide and sharing information about my hometown. If you're looking to move here, I'm your girl. If you're looking to visit, reach out to me. I can give you tips, tricks, hacks, and ideas for the best things to do. I am Kim, the Abundant Traveler. Keep on watching, and I'll see you guys in Austin very, very soon.